And that's the beauty of real estate agents. I think that's why it's the hardest job in the world. I just wish people would give agents a break.
Yeah, it's tough.
I was talking to an agent midweek, and you forget that the people who are agents are humans also. They have the ebbs and flows of life that chucks at them. Family life, wives, kids, family, everything that affects your energy. And then you go into a situation where you're inserted into one of the most emotional, important decisions of another family's life, with this kind of sort of guarded animosity that's naturally in that relationship. So that the agent's got their emotion, then they've got the owner's emotion, and trying to balance an agreement around right strategy and asking for the business and getting the business. And then once you've got that, then you have to go and deal with 40, 50, 60 groups of buyers who bring their own emotion, their own levels of animosity, frustration, energy in, and then kind of mediate all of that experience and energy and try to create a competitive environment to maximize price at the end of it. That's a really humanistic, multifaceted skill set in order to be very good at it. And let's not forget, the agent in the heart of that does care, but they are also dealing with their own story. And when you're constantly being tickled up and bashed and, oh, you're doing this, why are you quoting that, why are you giving me all this bad news,
and also having to cut their commission.
and do it, and be competitive on fee, and you've got agents who don't play the game by the rules, there's no consensus on what's the right way to go. Agents will happily go in and tell you your home's worth 3 when it's worth 2.5, because they know they've got 4 weeks to kind of bash you around a bit, and maybe you might get down to expectations at the end of it. Whereas another agent goes in and goes, look, the sales represent value around 2.5, 2.6. I think it's going to be around that mark, but if it's worth more, we'll find out. Well, then the owner's guilty and culpable, because they're the ones who go, some will go, I'll pick the agent who promises me the most money. And then you, as I've done many times, you predetermine the price, you butcher the process. Owner gets pissy, agent has to deal with the owner's venom, agent sometimes delivers the bad news or doesn't deliver the bad news and hopes that time will be the greatest healer. It's not a strategy, that's a hope. And then you're stuck.
It's quite stressful for agents.
And it's a brutal job.
Yeah.
It's an emotional decision for people in the most important part of their lives. Biggest expense, biggest decision, affecting lifestyle, family, relationships, children, everything. And then you've got this agent in the middle who you don't trust, or you're going to belittle because of your preconceived ideas, or you don't trust in that, having then, even when you've listed with them. But why did you list with them if you don't trust them?
Yeah.
It can be a horrible job. I think they need more respect.
R-E-S-P-C-T.
Find out what it means to me.
R-E-S-P-C-T.